as a housewife, what are the tips that you followed in your journey? Like, not about tips. What are the practical way that you have
Hmm.
followed in your journey to improve your English?
Okay, yes, yes, yes. This is very good question, because so many homemakers, they always blame to the situation because I don't have time. My children doesn't allow me. My children don't allow me to do something, and I don't have money. I don't have time. I can't go outside to learn that thing. So, because if I am also a homemaker, so I have lots of time. I can say I have lots of hours to learn, so many hours, because after finishing household chores, I'm free to do anything. But what we do, we scroll our mobile, we watch TV. So instead of doing these things, we can learn whatever we want to learn. So we can't
Correct.
blame. We shouldn't blame to other person. We should blame to us, to ourselves.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes,
Then
yes.
we can learn whatever we want to learn.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
So actually, there are multiple things that they can do. You have mentioned a lot of things, and apart from that, if they want to, because we if we want to speak in English, then definitely we need to know vocabulary, grammar. Everything is important. Listening, writing, reading is important. Speaking also important. But if we don't know vocabulary, idioms, phrases, then how will we speak? So whenever, if I talk about just only for housewife, then they always cook
You
in
know,
their kitchen.
we
Okay.
can't say I don't know any vocab. We can't say we don't know any vocab. We have been learning this language since childhood when we were in school. So we have
Correct.
lots of vocab in our mind, but we are not able to use that. You know,
Correct.
we have
Yes.
thousands of 2,000 of vocabulary in our mind, but we are not able to use that vocabs because we don't want to speak. We don't want to use. That's why.
Correct.
So,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
have lots of word in our mind.
That's true. So that's true. And if I talk about the practical ways that you have mentioned, some of few of them, but if I talk about something extra, then whenever they cook, they can learn the cooking vocabulary. Okay, and there are
Yes,
multiple
definitely.
recipes.
Yes. Yes. Whatever
And
they do, they can learn from them.
yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
they are doing, they can learn from them.
correct, correct.
Yes.
And
They
apart
are
from
washing
that,
clothes, they can learn the vocab of washroom also.
right, right, right. That's true. I'm talking about
Hmm.
this. And if they have any children, so that they have a master chance, okay, to learn. Because if they want to, teach his or her children, then what they have to do, they have to learn first. Okay.
Yes. First, we need to learn.
Yeah, there are multiple homemaker
Hmm.
that I have seen already. So they are what they are doing. They are not able to teach their children as well. Why? They are not that
They
much
don't.
educated. Okay, so they don't know how to teach. So what they can do, they can read their but they read
Children
their
book. Children
children's
book.
book. Okay, and they can teach them as well. So because teaching is the best policy to learn something. Okay, I
Yes.
believe in
Yes.
that's true.
I
So
believe
this
in
is
that.
the way. Okay, so one more question that I want to ask you. I saw many learners, not only housewife but also learners. Okay, they all whenever it comes to speak, they always say, whenever I try to speak, then they face problem. Like they all when they try to speak, then they face like I need to know grammar. I need to know a lot of vocabulary, idioms, phrases. So what is your opinion? Because you have been learning English for such a long time, so you can understand this thing. Is
Okay. Okay.
learning everything is important or not? If you know something
Yes,
of
yes.
them,
Initially, like I am starting my journey from today onwards, So there is no need to learn all the thing today,
yeah,
Slowly and gradually, all things are very important. We need to learn all the things. All things are
correct,
very important. We can't say this is very important, that is not very important. All are very important equally. So, but slowly and gradually, we can learn all the things. But we never try to learn all the thing in a week, in a day. We
correct,
need to get some time. We need to spend some time. We learn slowly and gradually. You know.
correct. That's true. That's true. Apart from
Hmm.
that, is it possible to speak English by listening?
Yes. Yes, why not? Because
Uh,
if you go any historical place, then you will get to know like there are so many shopkeepers. They speak English. They are illiterate. There
Yeah,
are so many auto drivers. They can speak English. They are
correct.
illiterate. Why? Because they are listening lots of English. That's why
Yeah,
they are able to speak English. By listening, we can speak, but we don't know how, what we are using, how we are using, and why we are using this rule in our conversation. So they don't know. They can't teach anybody, you know. But if
correct.
you want to teach anybody, then you should know why we are using this, and
Correct.
when we need to use this sentence, or when we need to use this grammar rule. So if we want to teach others, then we need to learn everything.
Correct. Okay,
Hmm.
definitely. They are like doing really great work in their life. So apart from that, there are multiple like homemaker and learners and multiple people who want to crack competitive exams. Like there are multiple exams that they want to do. I'm not talking about NEET exam or J exam for having a doctor degree or engineering. I'm talking about simple exams. There are multiple simple exams as well. So they want to do. Suppose if I talk about uh, police inspector and SI, this type of thing. Okay, so for clearing this type of exam, they need to know English as well, and they need to
Yes,
know grammars.
definitely.
They
Hmm.
need to know some grammars as well. So I saw some of their questions. So there are multiple prepositions which are really, really tricky. Okay, you need to know everything of them. So they because of this type of thing, tricky thing, they get afraid. So what are the
You know,
tips that you
whenever we want to learn any grammar rule or any wait for some time. Wait. If you want to learn anything like any grammar rule or any preposition, so by listening or by reading books, we can't learn properly. When we
yes,
speak, then we realize we are using correctly or not. So after some time, we can understand we are using rightly or wrongly, you know, correct or wrong. So yes, so this is very important. If we want to learn something, then we need to speak first. Then we can understand we are using correctly or not. Because I am learning, like I want to learn any grammar rule. I am just noting down in my notebook, penning down in my notebook. Then I can't remember that thing for a long time until I speak that. So if I want to remember that thing for a long time, then I need to speak that thing regularly. Then
yes,
I can
yes.
remember that easily.
Yeah, of course, you're absolutely right. So actually, in my journey, in my whole journey, what I observe is that if you want to crack any competitive exam and if you want to be a good speaker, both of them totally different. Okay, there are
Different.
similarity, similar thing, but maximum of thing is different. Like if we want to speak, then if we don't focus on grammar, it's okay. But if we want to crack any competitive exam, like there
Then
are
we need
multiple,
to learn grammar. Yes,
we need to
definitely.
grammar.
Yes.
So so one more question for to you.
They
So
ask tricky questions, you know, they ask tricky question. When we use this word only, then what is the synonym of this word? What is the autonomium of this word? So they use tricky questions. So we need to learn all the things.
right. That's
Yes.
why I was asking this question. So one
Hmm.
more for like those who are beginner, those who want to improve in the starting that those who are standing in the starting time. So what are the most important grammar that they should learn in
First of
you?
all, first of all, they need to learn all the tenses. Without tenses, they can't make any type of sentences, you know. They should learn how to make a sentence, simple sentence. Then they can make difficult and long sentence. So yes, tenses are very important. And after some time, they need to learn active passives also, and prepositions, and all the grammar rules are equally important. You can't say this is not important. Everything is important.
What I observed, there are multiple speaker who
Hmm.
always say that grammar is not important. If you don't follow grammar,
No, no,
you
no,
can.
no, 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 no. But for initial days, grammar is not important. We can learn we can take some ready-made sentences and we try to speak those sentences. Then uh, we can get to know how to pronounce those sentences. But
Right,
without learning grammar rules, we can't make lots of sentences, different type of sentences. So we need to learn all the grammar rules.
That's why
Yes,
I was asking this question to you, because if we don't, English is not our mother. Okay,
yes,
so definitely, if we
definitely.
don't
We
know
need
the
to learn
rules,
everything.
we learn
Yes.
everything from the
Hmm.
to like end. So that's why in the initial day we can memorize some question, and we can use in our like speaking.
Hmm.
But if we want to be a good speaker, if we want to speak everything correctly, then we need to know grammar. And if we don't know which
Yes.
is past, which is future, and present, then how will we make this
Hmm.
sentences?
Yes,
Grammar also
definitely.
important, so that's true. But if we can, it's not that we need in the starting time. Definitely, we need to know everything to be a speaker. But day by
No,
day, we
no,
can
no.
improve everything.
Initially, it's not important to learn all the things. Slowly and gradually, we will get interest to learn lots of things. You know.
Correct.
Hmm.
That's why there are multiple. Thank you so much for like all the tips that you have given in the session. Because the session will be really very helpful for everyone. Those who are
Yes, definitely. It
starting.
will be helpful.
Wow, that's so lovely. And I think your son is like a little bit disturbing you.
Yeah, he's
So thank
disturbing me a lot. Yes.
give him
Okay.
time. Right?
Thank you for
Yeah.
giving me this opportunity. Okay. We will reconnect again very soon. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank- Bye. Take you too.